Lillian, you're in charge till I get back.
I am? I am!
Oh my gosh, it's you!
Yup, looks like we all landed safely.
It was nice of those winged monkeys to give us a ride, though.
Yeah, I always thought they were bad monkeys, but it turns out they were nice monkeys.
Scarecrow, Lion, Tin Woodman! I can't believe it, it's been so long!
Yeah, I mean, it was kinda long.
Long-ish.
20 minutes, assuming my watch still works. Might need some oil, though.
No, I mean, it's been a really long time. I feel like I haven't seen you guys since spring of 2016.
Dorothy, are you alright?
Maybe she bumped her head.
Dorothy, look. How many toes am I holding up?
You guys, I'm fine. I didn't bump my head. I'm having trouble remembering. Did the Wicked Witch...
The Wicked Witch is ding-dong dead, Dorothy.
You killed her.
I did?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, and then the wizard made all our dreams come true using just simple things from around the house.
Yeah, thanks to him, I finally got my heart. It's external to my body, but it's mine.
And with my new brains, I feel cleverer than ever.
And with my new courage potion, I'm not afraid anymore. Ah! Ah! Oh. Wow. I didn't even know what I'd find behind that tree. I mean, it turned out to be nothing, but it could have been anything.
So true, Lion. You're amazing.
Proud of you, buddy.
Okay, I think I'm remembering it all now. The wizard tried to take me and Toto back to Kansas in his balloon.
Yes! Yes!
But something went wrong. The balloon left without me.
Tragically, yes.
So we asked the monkeys to fly us here to this forest so we could seek the help of Glinda the Good Witch.
Oh, Dorothy, it's good to have you back.
I can't believe I forgot all of that.
It's all right. We all get rusty sometimes.
So where do we find this Glinda the Good Witch?
I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing. She's not behind this tree.
Oh! Gadzooks!
Did someone call for me?
I need more potion.
I am Glinda the Good Witch. What can I do for you, my child?
We were told you could grant wishes.
Some wishes, for those who are worthy.
Well, my greatest wish in the whole world is to go home to Kansas. I want to go home.
Bless your little heart. Of course you do, my child. I'm sure your Aunt Em and Uncle Henry miss you very...
Wait, something's wrong.
What's wrong, Dorothy?
I don't want to go home. I've been home.
You've been here in Oz.
Have I? Then why do I feel like I've been trapped in my house for 7 months? Don't you all feel that?
That is ringing a bell. I don't know where inside my metal casing that bell is located, but it is ringing.
Same. Mine's a ring-a-ding-dinging.
Is Donald Trump the president?
I think he is.
Ugh. It seems as if you've broken the fourth wall. That's unfortunate. This was supposed to be a sort of escapism for our viewers.
Well, I still want my wish.
Don't we all? My wish is to reverse climate change, restore democratic norms, end systemic racism and gender discrimination, find a vaccine.
Look, I know we're all fictional and the suspension of disbelief is now hanging by a thread, but you're still a witch, right? You can still do magic, at least some magic.
I mean, I could try.
Come on, do it! Do it for Dorothy!
What kind of wish are we talking about?
A little one. Well, little in comparison to all those other challenges you listed, but big for the people it affects. You see, there's this place, and by place, I mean a 501c3 nonprofit youth theater company. It's where the 5 of us in a parallel universe once acted together, played, and made friends. It's where kids are taken seriously as artists and we break down the barriers between us and create art that matters to our community. It's called Mudlark.
It sounds really special.
It is. And what I said before about wanting to go home, I don't want to go home. I'm sick of being there. But I would do anything to go back to Mudlark, my home away from home. So I guess I'm asking, could you bring Mudlark back?
Yes, please bring Mudlark back.
Bring it back in all its glory.
And take us there.
You want indoor rehearsals with no masks? What are you, crazy?
It's a wish. We're just asking that you make Mudlark, just Mudlark, a little safe zone where we can do theater like we used to.
Can you do it?
No.
But you're magic.
Kid, there's magic, and then there's magic. Look, here's a little fun spell I can do. I'm gonna turn everything black and white. See? Ooh, black and white. It's like we're in the olden times. Isn't that neat?
No. What about me? Maybe I could do magic with my ruby slippers.
Oh, kid, I hate to tell you this, but those aren't ruby slippers.
What are you talking about?
Well, Mudlark always bases their adaptations off of the original book. And in the original book, they're called the Silver Shoes. See?
Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah, I don't really know what I would do with silver shoes. But I do see a silver lining to this situation.
Golly, nice segue.
You do?
Yes. It's just as I'd hoped. The reality is that we're all in a video that goes at the beginning of a virtual telethon to help Mudlark.
A video?
Wait, seriously?
My gosh, she's right.
So, what does that mean?
It means that although we can't all return to Mudlark, the 5 of us in this pre-recorded segment and the people watching at home are all part of an effort to help Mudlark through these difficult times and make sure that they come back stronger and more committed than ever to their vital mission.
Great. What do we do to start this telethon?
You just have to look at the camera and say the magic words.
Abracadabra.
Pretty please? There's no place like home?
No. Over to you, Maureen.
Ooh.
Mysterious.
Well, here it goes. It's been so nice to see you all again.
Ah, shucks.
We'll miss you most of all.
But I won't miss balancing this funnel on my head.
Over to you, Maureen.
Thank you, Dorothy. And thank you to all the Mudlark high schoolers and alumni for kicking us off this evening. And as the Good Witch foretold, I am your host, Maureen Powers.
And I am your other host, Andrew Biliter. And we are coming to you live from the glamorous Mudlark rehearsal room to bring you the first ever and probably last ever Mudlark telethon. Woo! We are so excited to be with you here tonight. It is just so special. And why are we here tonight, Maureen?
Do you mean, why are we hosting a telethon, or why are we in this room?
Let's answer both.
All right. We're hosting a telethon because we're here to support Mudlark Theater, a company that takes children seriously as artists and as people. And yes, we hold a benefit every year, but this year is especially meaningful because it's our 15th year anniversary. Woo. And yeah, woo! And it's especially urgent, because this year we had to scrap all of our traditional programming. So this year is different. This year we need your support to hang on and rebuild.
That's why. And why are we in the rehearsal room? Because it was available. This is a room where we've done years of rehearsals and programs. It's usually a room that is just full of laughter and noise, and it has been sitting quiet for 7 months with all of these beautiful props and fun things, each of which gives me a special memory from a show, including this rat in a cage. gathering dust, and so we decided, why let it go to waste? Let's get together, let's build zany sets for ourselves, and let's do a Mudlark telethon from here. Of course, our sets are in different parts of this room. We are following safety precautions here and outside of here in order to get to be together to do this show. But it was really important for us to be together tonight for once and to be with you. And speaking of being together,
joining us tonight also is Mudlark Director of Development, Daisy Copeland. Hey, Daisy.
Hey, everybody. It is so incredibly wonderful to be here with you this evening. Tonight, we're starting at 46% raise towards our $35,000 fundraising goal.
yes.
Thanks to all of you who helped us get this far. For our Larkabout sponsors, First Northern Credit Union, the Weiss and Schoen family, the Weatherheads, the Sullivan Dunbar family, the Kemps, the Chows, the Blickenstaff.
Wonderful people.
Yep, all of them. Paul Janicki Architects and Priel Cleaning, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And for those of you out there, when you're inspired to make your gift to Mudlark Theater tonight, simply click on the donate buttons to the left-hand side of your screen and follow the prompts or text the word Larkabout to 76278 and then follow the prompts to make your gift.
Daisy, can I just say how beautiful your set is over there?
Oh,
It's glorious. Gold.
you're radiant. Yeah.
You're,
My favorite color.
And what are you drinking there, Daisy?
It's a little grown-up juice,
Oh,
I like to call it.
that's great. And that's a nice cup, too. I love the cup.
Thank you. I was feeling a little bit witchy.
Oh, feeling witchy. I've got two different things. I got a lot of cups here, honestly. There's a lot of different things. I got Franken cup and a Stein of some kind. And Maureen, what are you doing over there?
I got a burning skeleton, demony, something.
Yummy.
And I guess a little spot of tea. Yeah, it's all good.
Well, that's nice, love. We've got a great show for you tonight. I should rephrase, you've got a great show for you tonight. So many of you sent in clips of yourself talking about Mudlark that you've contributed to the various videos that we're going to watch tonight, and we thank you so much for that. Thank you to all of the kids who took part in that video, both on camera and behind camera. Suli, I'm talking to you. We can't wait to get started. Tonight is a celebration of the community that we call Mudlark.
That's right, because Mudlark isn't a place, it is a community. And we've been working really hard to hold that community together during this challenging year. And despite our losses, we've been innovative and resilient, putting together opportunities for engagement and programming as much as we can with our current limited capacity. But during these difficult times, it's really shown all of us how much Mudlark really means to us. And the losses have given us an opportunity to reflect on what matters most and to focus on gratitude. Everyone that you're about to hear from in this next video speaks to that.
"2020 began as a promising year for Mudlark. We were getting ready to mount our most ambitious production yet, concerning Foster, which was a history play that told the story of the closure of Foster School and Evanston's fraught history of school desegregation, all told from the point of view of the students themselves. It took a year to develop, and the process included interviews with former students, as well as multiple community partnerships, including a very important partnership with Shorefront. And when it finally opened, the response from audiences exceeded all our expectations. As we were preparing for the remount, we were also launching into rehearsal for our spring season, which included 6 amazing shows that we were really excited about. When the pandemic hit and the closures began, we were so concerned with ensuring the kids' safety, communicating with parents, that it wasn't until the end of the day when we looked at what had just happened, all those shows, all of that wonderful art, all of those experiences that were going to happen for kids and families, gone. To lose all 6 shows, from ones that were days from opening to ones that had barely gotten a single rehearsal in. To have it all go up in smoke, we kind of didn't want to believe it was true. We'd never had to cancel a single production. And the thought of all of what those kids had put into that, and those playwrights and directors had put into that season, was devastating. Our staff did an incredible job of pivoting from in-person programming to virtual programming. We were hatching plans for programs that would translate the Mudlark experience to a virtual setting. And after some success in the spring, we realized that the 60 in-person summer camps weren't going to be able to happen either. So we adapted and had a virtual summer. The one production that was planned before the pandemic that we were able to salvage was our production of Much Ado About Nothing. We were sure that we were going to lose that too. But after pushing the show back from June to August, public health guidelines were showing outdoor activities were safer than we thought. We realized that we had a little window of opportunity, so we proceeded with a masked, socially distanced production of Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. For the kids and the families involved, it was the highlight of their summer, in which so many other opportunities had been lost. While we don't yet feel comfortable welcoming actors back into our headquarters building at 1417 Hinman, we are using the last available months of tolerable outdoor weather to do a bit of outdoor programming, including classes on the front lawn and the back patio at Mudlark, and a really exciting opportunity, a show that is just about to open, which is a co-production between Mudlark, Piven Theater Workshop, and Fleetwood Jourdain Theater.
The show is called Am I the Only One Here? And it covers the performers' experiences with identity, race, their families, and what it's like being a high schooler during a pandemic. It's funny, it's powerful, it's personal, and nearly all of the material is generated by the actors themselves. Am I the Only One Here will be performed live in the parks on November 7th and 8th. Yes, it will be cold, but we'll bundle up, and the show is only 40 minutes long. It's a very strange time to be making youth theater. It's hard to plan for next month, let alone next year. But we have the support and feedback of our community. We have a belief in the continued importance of what we're doing. And we're theater people. We improvise. We adapt. And that's how we're going to survive and remain that home away from home for so many kids. Mudlark is in all of us. And Mudlark's not going anywhere.
I feel so much hope and gratitude watching that video, and I'm really excited to see that show. It's so exciting, Andrew, to be doing this as a co-production with 3 companies, Piven, Mudlark, and Fleetwood Jourdain.
I know, it's a dream come true.
And to have Tim Rose approach us with the idea, and then we get to run with it.
Yeah, it's been such a joy getting to work with Tim and with the folks at Piven, and then young people from the different companies working together. It's really, really neat. And so the show's coming up soon. We are, November 7th and 8th. Like I said, going to be cold, but we'll do the shows at 1 p.m. when hopefully it'll be the warmest part of the day. And that's a Saturday and a Sunday, the 7th and 8th. The park will be announced soon. You can check back on our website for details about how to see the show. And I will say there will also be some kind of recording made so that people can watch the show if they can't make it to the park.
I cannot wait to take my daughter Zora to see that show, Am I the Only One Here, on her birthday, which is November 8th.
Oh my gosh, that feels like a heavy show for a kid's birthday. Well, how old is she going to be?
She's going to be 12.
Not for Zora. Zora can handle it.
The play,
so she can handle it. She can handle it.
She'll like it. She'll relate.
But actually, Daisy mentioned the title. Tell us more. What's behind that title?
Oh, the title was actually devised by one of our ensemble members, members in the show, Alethea, and she was sort of wrapping together a lot of themes that we've been covering in the devising process. It's a really great title. It, first of all, of course, describes the feeling that these ensemble members have of just walking into a space, be it a classroom, a restaurant, you know, any public space, and realizing that you're the only person of color there, and the sort of alienation of that. And that extends into being the only queer or non-binary person, or being the only person who speaks a different language at home. So, you know, that type of alienation, compounded by just the basic alienation of being a teenager, of, you know, feeling like you're the only person in the universe, which is a very common thing for a lot of kids. That is even worse now that everybody's at home, and you know, doing remote learning. So, you know, what's surprising then is that the process has been so joyful. Working on the show's very funny. I mean, they really gravitate toward humor and sketch comedy, and so some of that is in there. And I think that's really fueled by the fact that just the process meets the need of being together that we all have.
And you know, that need, I'm hearing that in feedback from parents and kids every day, and that need to maintain connections is shaping our plans for next year. We're looking for all kinds of creative ways that we can be together.
Speaking of connections, let's connect over with Daisy and see how we're doing tonight.
We're doing really great. We're already at over $20,000. Thank you so much, William Paulson. Thank you so much, Felix Mays, and we've received a generous gift of over $2,500 from Judy and Bob Kemp.
Oh my gosh!
There are so many viewers out there right now. If 25 of you give $100 each, we can actually match the Kemp's gift by the time I give my next update.
Match.
Let's do it. Our next segment features the voices of the youth that we serve, our staff, our funders, and all of you supporters out there in this next film called Community Hopes for Our Future.
My hope for you guys in 2021 is that you're able to continue to bring joy to our kids in whatever way you can.
My hope for Mudlark in 2021 is that we're back on the stage acting with each other.
One of my hopes for the future is that kids of all identities will feel like they belong in the Mudlark community.
I hope that Mudlark continues to make shows about the real world that kids can relate to.
One thing I look forward to in the future at Mudlark is to be a counselor or a junior counselor.
I spent a lot of time this year hoping that a fall season could happen at Mudlark. It didn't happen. So come next spring, we're gonna have an all outdoor season. Outdoor rehearsals, outdoor performances.
My hopes for 2020, for 2021 in Mudlark, are that we don't get to wear these masks and we can stay really close to our friends.
The whole of the Evanston Arts Council are really looking forward to seeing Mudlark back on stage when circumstances allow.
I hope that in the future, Mudlark can extend more opportunities to new kids so that they can experience what I experienced.
The events of 2020 have impacted my colleagues and I in ways that get me excited about what we can achieve together as a team for the benefit of our entire community.
In Mudlark 2021, that we go back to doing the same things that we did, doing the great productions that we planned in the spring, and many more.
My hope for Mudlark in 2021 is for them to create more plays and things about LGBTQ representation and disability representation.
I hope that we can get back up on stage.
Beyond the spring, I want to change the way we create new plays at Mudlark. To develop the plays, I want to have a writer's circle, a group of playwrights with intersectional identities who will work over the course of a year to support each other as they each write and develop a new play. And to choose the plays, I want to have a reader's circle, a trusted, diverse group of theater artists who will read the plays and the pitches and vote on which ones we will produce as shows in our season.
I really miss the community at Mudlark. I want to see Mudlark grow more, like outside of Evanston, and have like more people from like other places come, because I've made a lot of friends here, and I've got to know a lot of people, so I want to meet more.
Something that I miss a lot from pre-pandemic Mudlark is, as an audience member, being at a show and sitting there during that moment when the show is about to begin and the house lights go down.
My hope for Mudlark is that there is extensive diversity training within the staff to ensure that anyone in Evanston that wants to join can join.
And I can't wait to see all the friends that I have at Mudlark that I haven't gotten to see in over 6 months.
My hope for Mudlark in 2021 is that they continue to use the art of theater to inspire, tell great stories, and amplify youth voices in our community.
I hope that Mudlark branches out with the topics that they use for shows, such as, Black Lives Matter, the LGBTQ community, to show kids that they can be seen in theater.
I really miss interacting with the kids because Mudlark just isn't the same without actually going there in person.
One of my hopes for Mudlark is that we can become an artistic home for artists who hold intersectional and historically oppressed identities.
Something that I miss about Mudlark is hanging out with friends and meeting new people and just having fun.
I hope that I get to be in person with my campers next summer.
I just want to see more Mudlark summer camps and just see them open up again.
I really miss about Mudlark is acting in Mudlark.
Mudlark is a home for a lot of people. I look forward to bringing you home.
Thank you to everyone who shared their hopes with us in that last video. To those of you who shared that you want to see Mudlark return to some of its regular programming as we've done in the past, we hear you and we share that.
And to everyone who wants to see Mudlark be better, be more equitable, more inclusive place, we are so eager to do that work. We are reaching out to new kids, new audiences. We're increasing and expanding our relationships with diverse artists and community organizations.
And we recently did a handful of listening sessions with different stakeholders in our community. That was organized by Mudlark's Equity and Engagement Committee, and which most of our staff and some of our board are on. We heard from kids, we heard from parents, and we heard from our teaching artists. And they all shared lots of great ways, constructive ways that Mudlark can grow, especially in the areas of diversity, equity, and inclusion. So we just want to thank everybody who took part in that. And we also want to say to everyone who hasn't had a chance to give us their feedback that we want to hear your feedback. We want Mudlark to be a place that is welcoming to everyone, where everyone feels like they belong. And when you feel like Mudlark makes you feel that way, we love to hear it. And if you feel like Mudlark is falling short of that, we need to hear it.
So if you have a hope or a wish about how you want Mudlark to grow, or the kind of stories you want us to tell, please tell us. Email, call, just share it with us. There's a lot of ways to give to Mudlark, and sharing your feedback is an act of generosity.
Yes.
It holds us accountable to our values and our mission. And on behalf of the staff and our board, we thank you for that feedback from the bottom of our hearts.
I gotta echo that too, Maureen. Yeah, we are here to listen. And of course, tonight we're also here to talk about giving in another way, making a financial commitment to Mudlark and Mudlark's mission. We want to see Mudlark continue, and we know that you do too. So by giving tonight, you are making that financial commitment to support the programming that we do, to safeguard the impact that we are having on kids, to support the kind of shows, the new plays told from a youth perspective that we are creating here. If you want all of that to continue, you can show that tonight by giving. And of course, you know, our phone lines are open. Volunteers are standing by. I will just pick up the call right now. I'll put in that credit card information right here on the dial. It'll take a little while.
Taking your credit card?
I'm just kidding. Please don't call us. We're not picking up the phone right now. It's we're just a little short-handed. You can do it all through the website. Let's check in with Daisy and see how we're actually doing.
We're doing really well.
Great.
In fact, I received an email from one of our supporters today, Lisa Metzger-Mugg, who says, "We miss Mudlark so much and really appreciate everything that you're doing for our community." And if you guys want to shoot me a message out there, you can email me at daisy@mudlarktheater.org, and that's theater with an ER. Oh gosh, thank you so much for the Soglins generous donation of $1,000.
Huge, huge.
Thank you.
Thank you to Miriam Rees, Carolyn Schwabel, Marge Gambo, Kent Grayson. Thank you.
Thank
Sarah
you.
Peterson, Rana Stam, Toby Sachs, the Jaffes, the Rhines. So many more of you out there.
This is incredible.
Like Andrew and Maureen have said, the support of our community really does count. And that's why we're so grateful for the contribution of one of our Mudlark Youth Board volunteers, Merritt Wooldridge. He gave his personal time and talent to editing that last video that you
Merritt.
Thank you, Merritt.
Thanks, Merritt.
And up next for our next segment is a very special message from my very good friend, Mudlark's board president, Judy Kemp.
Thank you for joining us for this virtual Larkabout 2020. I'm Judy Kemp, Mudlark Board President. I'd like to take a moment to say thank you to the amazing people who made this event possible. First of all, thank you to our 3 co-chairs, Hannah Rein, Gretchen Wooldridge, and Michael Miro. They pivoted to a virtual event with vigor and style. Also, thank you to our sponsors. Without support from the community, we couldn't bring the Mudlark programming to so many and still make ends meet. Special thanks to our small but mighty staff, Maureen, Andrew, Daisy, Vanessa, Felix, and Brad. You make Mudlark happen with passion for the art and love for our youth. I also want to thank my fellow board members for sharing their time and their commitment to our mission. Thank you all. And thanks to all of you for being here. Many of you have joined us because Mudlark is making an impact both on someone you care about as well as the broader community we share. I come to Mudlark not as a parent or grandparent of a participant, but as an Evanstonian with a passion for the theater, for this community, and an understanding the significance theater can play in developing empathy, self-confidence, and a sense of teamwork and a readiness to be engaged. It is why I am both an active Mudlark supporter and a donor. And speaking of passionate donors, next up is a short film of a conversation between Development Director Daisy Copeland and several donors who support Mudlark Theater. Enjoy. Thank you.
My name is Daisy Copeland. I'm the Development Director for Mudlark Theater. I'm joined this evening by several of our Mudlark supporters. They've supported Mudlark not only as audience members and volunteers for our shows, our committees, and our board, but also as Larkabout sponsors, monthly donors, and through our major gift program, the Flying Society. So the first question we have for our donors is, what is it that inspires you to support Mudlark Theater?
Our kids, all of them have been through the Mudlark program, and to me, Mudlark met each of their needs so beautifully and lovingly. Whether they're introverted or extroverted, I felt like Mudlark really allowed for them to grow and understand themselves better in a very safe and loving way.
He was introduced to Mudlark at an after-school program, and what struck me was how nurturing everyone was and how inclusive everyone was. I feel really grateful that we have Mudlark in Evanston.
So first I started out supporting Mudlark because it was a great experience for my son. But that shifted for me over the years, and one of the things that shifted for me was with ID. So going to that show, hearing the power of kids through theater to teach me about my community completely changed how I thought about Mudlark and the role it plays in Evanston.
Your kids are enjoying the experience. You're starting to see some shows and you're like, this is fantastic. And then you start going to other shows and you're like, wait, this is a whole like program. And then you start seeing the work you guys are doing in the schools. And then you're seeing like the productions at Ridgeville. It's for the whole infrastructure that supports like coming up with new ideas and helping develop, empowerment in all the kids that participate.
So I've been a sponsor of Larkabout. I think I also just get inspired to give like basic times when I interact with Mudlark. So I'm buying a ticket and there's an opportunity to say, oh, you know what, you can support the summer program or you can support more kids having access to the program.
I also work at Sketchbook, and so it's great that we can, as a business, support you guys through space or, donating, to the raffle.
There's little ways and there's big ways, and there's ways where I'm kind of like in the moment saying, oh yeah.
And again, like going to the shows helps, getting the word out helps. It's great to be like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm checking out the show at Mudlark.
What I've loved watching in my children is just how easy it is for them to communicate with other people in the world.
You guys at Mudlark really get the kids engaged, and no matter what it is that they're doing, whatever the session is.
Once you've gotten sort of the hook and you start seeing your kids succeed and you start seeing productions succeed, and then you start seeing other productions succeed, you start developing this awareness of like, I started in the middle, right? And now I'm looking on the outside, and now I want to support like the whole structure, that drives the engine.
It's doing really important work in our community in helping us understand who we are as a diverse community, who we can be, how the community is experienced. And I've learned things about my community and about myself from Mudlark.
Wow. Thank you, Daisy, for talking to those donors. That was really great to hear what they had to say.
Yeah, we really can't do it without everyone out there. We can't continue to serve Evanston's kids without all of the different types of support that everyone out there provides.
That's right, Daisy. Yeah. In these challenging times, your support out there is needed now more than ever.
Yeah.
Yep.
And right now we want to recognize actually someone very special who supported Mudlark Theater in every way imaginable. He's the person who edited that last film that you saw, and he's serving as our studio technician tonight.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally the man behind the camera right now, and he's also a Mudlark board member and co-chair of tonight's event. Let's give a toast to Hannah Rein.
To Alan.
Woo! Thank you. Donate now.
Alan, you're the best. And while we recognize Alan, let's here. I'll get out my bigger drinking vessel for this. Let us also recognize our other two co-chairs, Gretchen Wooldridge, who is down the hall doing tech support right now.
Gretchen.
She's amazing, and of course my old friend, Mudlark Executive Director Emeritus Michael Miro. Yeah. Mike's watching at home tonight, and he's going to be appearing later on in the broadcast. To Gretchen and Mike.
To Gretchen and Mike. And now I don't know how to do three. I need three. I need at least four.
Okay.
There's so many. Yes, because also we have to recognize she has so many titles. So she's the youth board volunteer. She is a veteran Mudlark actor. She is our sound engineer, and our tech savior for earlier this evening when we had a major glitch, and she just fixed it. To Hannah Rein.
And let's throw in one more, to the possibility that 3 different people are donating $1,000 right now.
Yeah, to the possibility.
To the possibility.
The possibility.
Woo.
Okay. Daisy, how are we doing? What are you hearing?
We're doing really great, Andrew. Last I checked about 2 minutes ago, we're at over 26K. Thank you so much to the Hansens for your generous donation of $1,000. Thank you, Jackie Kern, for your $1,000 donation. Thank you to the Rebels, Eugene Servillo, David Sherna, Renee Ruffing, Bob and Carol Woodridge, the Janes, Luke Adams, Diane Clausen, so many more.
It goes on and on. Thank you all so much.
All right, friends, we've got one segment left, and we are just less than $10,000 away from our goal. So we need you now. If you want to see that spring season, if you want to have more opportunities for the kids to come together, if you want to see new plays, if you want to hear new youth voices adding to our community conversation, we need you to bring us home during this next segment. This year, your gift is just not about adding another play or another summer camp.
Nope.
No, it's about the survival of this theater company.
Yes.
It's about connecting and engaging kids who are lonely, kids who are struggling. We want to make sure that we can preserve this place, that we don't lose this place where kids feel like they belong. It's about bringing everybody back home. So let's do this together.
Yes, let's
do it now.
Thanks, Maureen. Guys, I'm gonna level with you right now. We're going into our last segment, okay? And it's gonna be fun. It's a silly game show, but it's also your last chance. It's your last chance to give by the end of the telethon. And you can give after the telethon, and I hope you'll, share the link to the telethon once it's up to other people who might then give. But come on. If there's no wrong time to give, but if there is a right time to give, a most dramatic time to give, it's got to be right now in this next 10 minutes, okay? I'll explain what's going to happen. I'm about to leave this chair. I'm going to go in the other room. I'm going to get on a Zoom with Michael Miro, okay, my dear friend. We are going to play a game show that no one's ever played before, invented by the genius Hannah Rein. And I don't know anything about this game. I don't know anything about the rules, okay? But I'm going to go play. And you guys are going to give. You're going to get us across that finish line. I believe in you. I believe in us. Let's do this. Here I go.
Hey, buddy.
How
you doing?
Oh, I'm so psyched to be here.
We're in Zoom World together.
And we get to play a game, which is what we've been doing for 20 years.
That's right. Mike's first board game that he made for us was like some sort of getting to know you game for all our friends when we were like 15. It was amazing. But Alan has put this game together. Hi, Alan's groovy avatar.
It's so groovy.
Hello, guys. Good evening.
We're a little nervous that we're gonna mess up your game, but
you're gonna be amazing. Okay. Let's kick things off right now. Good evening, friends, and welcome to another episode of everyone's favorite game show, Name That Play. Please join me in welcoming tonight's guests straight from Evanston, Illinois. You know them as Andrew and Michael. Please welcome Andrew Biliter and Michael Miro.
Hey, everybody.
So excited.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you both doing this evening?
I'm, again, just kind of nervous. This is my first time on a game show, so I'm just, hoping that I don't forget a kid's name or the name of a play that we did in the last 10
I'm
years.
sure you won't, because that would be embarrassing. So Let's get on with the rules. I think you're both familiar with this game, but just in case, you will be shown photographs from past Mudlark productions in extreme close-up. And as more of each image comes into view, your task is to join forces and deduce what play the picture is from. Easy, right?
Yeah.
Now, before we begin, I would just like to confirm that you've not been told what photographs will be used in tonight's game and that you will be relying solely on your artistic prowess and photographic memory to play. Is that right?
Wow.
Okay.
Excellent.
We definitely have not been told anything.
Nope.
And I really respect game show rules and, frankly, a lot of rules in the world. So,
okay. Good to know.
This is uncharted territory, Final Frontier.
Really zoomed out there for a minute. Okay, great. Let's play.
let's play the game. Your first image begins.
So nervous. I'm so nervous.
Oh gosh, what is that? Someone's legs. We have legs. Hope they're legs.
Is that Will Travis's
pants on? They're short pants.
The short pants.
It's a ship.
It's Treasure Island.
Almost certainly.
It's Treasure Island. It's definitely Treasure Island.
That's sailor pants. We're on.
Oh no! It's 12th night. It's 12th night.
It's 12th night.
It's Andy.
Pulled out of the fire. You are correct. 12th night indeed.
But is that the same steering wheel?
Isn't that costume that we started on is just fantastic. It's so it's such a boating look. We did that. This was a 1920s 12th night. So they start out on like a 20s cruise ship sort of a deal. Everybody looks great.
Wow.
What a show.
All right.
My gramophone's
Well done.
there, which is part of my set for the show. That's awesome. And yeah, we should have known as soon as we saw the steering wheel that it wasn't from, because I think we had the steering wheel actually on
It was affixed, yeah.
In Treasure Island. I don't know if what we're saying is boring. You should go on, Alan.
A wonderful warm-up indeed. Let's move on to the next image. Are you ready? It begins now.
Oh,
okay. This has my first instinct. Okay.
The long dress.
My first instinct was wrong.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God! It's the trial. The trial.
It's the trial.
Yes.
Yes.
Well done.
Bronson.
Banderas.
Oh,
wow.
That's his nickname. Was Bronsonian Banderas. Bronson, looking great.
Look at him.
We're on a roll, gentlemen. Let's try the next one.
The show was amazing. It was like all these, documents on the wall, and then at the end when I'm giving it away, but when they kill the guy at the end, they stamp his document and they add that to the wall, and then we're like, oh my God, what were those docs? Anyway, okay, let's keep going.
Fabulous work. Number 3 begins now.
Oh boy.
See the V-neck. We got a V.
I'm saying, is that a neck?
This is somebody that I know. Okay.
This is ID. No?
This is ID for sure.
Are you sure?
Feingold Fisher.
Yeah, that's everybody in ID doing ID.
Of course you're sure. It's ID. Excellent work.
Nice.
Great show. Great cast.
Griffin's already 2 feet taller since then.
Oh, I know. These kids all look completely different now. They were looking great then. Great show.
Well done, guys. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. It begins.
That's knowledge.
Now.
Okay. Sneaks. We got.
Oh boy.
I really don't know from this.
Oh no.
Oh,
I got a bad feeling. I
know what it is. It's the show that we just did. 3:35 p.m. It's 3:35 p.m.
That is correct. Yeah. 3:35 p.m.
You really struck a Charles Dickens thing there with I know what it is, Spirit. I know what it is. It was like the guessing game.
That is a fantastic picture of that show. Oh my gosh. Look at that. We've even got Karen Callum as
her
vice principal.
In character.
We had 3 different adults go on in that role, and they were all amazing. What a great show.
Well, gentlemen, I have to tell you, we're halfway through, and I can say that the easy part is now over.
Oh.
Your next image begins now.
Oh boy.
This might be an Alice show.
That was my guess. It almost feels like a red curtain situation with the lighting.
Oh, it's yeah.
Is that? Oh.
Is Poe? Is it Poe?
It's Poe.
That is Poe.
That's Raven right there.
Oh, what a cool
expertly done.
That's
it is indeed Poe.
So timely.
Yeah. Gracie is just captivating. Look at that. She was Lenore.
She was.
All right. There's no stopping you. There is no stopping you two.
I mean,
fantastic.
Yeah.
Here comes the next one.
Oh, that cane.
I got it. Cherry Orchard.
Oh, wow.
Boom!
In the history of Name That Play, no one has ever guessed a photo that quickly.
How did you do that?
I just have a memory of the cane in that show. I mean, it was a very special show, and this was our first show that we did with all high school for like the fall shows,
Yeah.
And this was it's a great group.
Fantastic
There's Marta Beatty, for those of you who don't know.
Marta Beatty, the immortal Marta Beatty. We've got Gracie, who was in the last picture, and then Andy, who was in the first. We're just like the usual suspects of the early 20 teens. Great group of kids.
Well done. Extra points for that one, I would say. And now, your 7th picture.
Oh boy.
This is not a good. What is going on? We're on a weird angle. Oh, is this a show, or is this just somebody hanging out in a theater?
No, this is
it's
Light Princess.
Light Princess.
Yeah,
it is indeed.
Oh, what a wonderful show,
Alexa.
That's the first show we ever did in the Red Curtain in
Wow.
its current configuration. Look how great! Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, those kids are playing water. And she's swimming. So it's like, we had all these different ways we had to simulate swimming and flying in that show. Very, very cool.
Excellent. And well done, too.
Well guessed. That's a very splintery floor that we eventually covered up with masonite because it was a nightmare.
Well, this brings us to our grand finale image.
Okay.
Ready.
I wish you both luck with picture number 8. Take your time. It begins now.
I don't know.
Well, let me think. Let's get into it. Oh,
here we go.
Shaven, but with the amazing
chops.
Amazing chops there. Look at that. Handsome man. Look at that.
We got Tilio Di Bernardi. We got
this is a Ghost of Christmas Past in the background.
Okay, bonus points. Who's Christmas Future?
Or Christmas Future, I mean, yeah. Cameron.
Yeah.
Taller than you.
Already he was. Now he's much taller than me.
Yeah.
Well, look at that cool set and that creepy door we had. Great set.
I think this could have been an alternate costume for you to wear for tonight's event, Andrew.
Could have been in some other reality, some other. I'm good with the sweater. I think that was that. I have many fond memories of being costumed for that show by our dear friend Judy Chrismanic, who designed the costumes in a lot of these. Not to bring it down, but we love and miss Judy so much. We lost Judy a couple of years ago. So yeah, that is very cool to see that.
Well, you both did a fabulous job with this game. There's a reason why it's one of the most popular game shows around now, and you're that reason.
Oh,
so
it was.
Thank you both so much.
I would play it anytime, anywhere, especially if we're raising money while doing it.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I would like to thank you both for playing, and I would also like to thank everyone at home for watching and for donating to Mudlark Theater. But most of all, thank you for joining us for this particular segment, which, as we all know, is everybody's favorite game show.
Name That Play!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Andrew.
Loving the sound effects, buddy. Those are really, really nice.
Really.
Okay, thanks, Alan. Bye.
We're out.
Guys, I'm back from the game.
Nice job.
Thank you. It was really fun. I'm not sure if we won. I don't know. I think we won. I think everybody won tonight. Actually, I guess we'll see if everybody won
guess
tonight,
we'll
won't
see,
we?
yeah. All right,
you know, regardless, it's been great, and let's call Daisy and.
Time for the big question.
Okay, here we
let's
go.
see. All right.
Daisy, come
Daisy,
in. Come in,
hello.
Daisy.
Daisy, are you there?
How are we doing tonight?
Daisy.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Look, I'm here.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay, great.
Give us the update.
You know, we're doing perfectly splendid. Thank you so much, Kendra Morrill and Brett Johnson, for your generous donation of $1,500. Thank you for your generous donation, Kimberly Hoffman. Thank you, Ann Hudson and Alan Ryan. Oh my gosh, who else here? We've got also second donations from several people. The Jaffees, Karen Smith, thank you so much.
Oh, wonderful.
Charlotte,
Thank you so
Charlotte
much.
Emmy, Terry Hamilton. Listen, we can't do this without all the support of all of you out there. And I've got a lot of work to do because I'm also receiving emails for some offline donations. I have to do a lot of totaling, but we're doing really well. We are less than $4,000 away from our goal. So I'm going to be keeping our platform open, and there's still plenty of time for all of you out there tonight to tell your family and friends about why it's so important to support Mudlark Theater and all the work that we do. Please invite them to donate by texting the word Larkabout to 76278. And I'll be sending out an email with an update that has a recording of tonight's awesome show, so you can share that out as well. And to further our success, this weekend is not yet over. We've partnered with one of our local restaurants, Prairie Moon Restaurant. Any orders that you place for your meals, late night meal tonight or your Sunday meals, use the code Larkabout when you place your orders, and a portion of those proceeds will support Mudlark Theater. This week, we're really, looking forward to crossing that finish line before we hit Monday morning. We'll be getting the word out. Thank you so much for joining this great show, Larkabout 2020.
Thank you.
And by the way, will there be a way for folks to watch this broadcast again later?
Absolutely. We'll be posting the recording, sharing it out via email, but it'll be on our YouTube channel.
Great. Well, that is our program for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It's been so much fun. Have a great night.
Good night. Thank you so much.
Thank you.